Hello and welcome to Millie's Mystic Musings. Today I'm very fortunate because I have my very good friend here with me, Loretta. So today, as promised, we're going to be talking about Reiki, that wonderful energy healing that happens. I know about it in theory. I have practiced it on myself, but Loretta is actually a certified practitioner, and so she's got worked with many people. And so I felt it would be better if we listened to Loretta on this subject. So Loretta, can you tell me in your own words, in your own opinion, how you would describe Reiki?
And thank you for having me on today. A great privilege.
Aww.
So to me, Reiki is channeling the universal divine light. So it's the Christ light, and it's unconditional love. So the energy of unconditional love. And I see myself as a skylight, if you like, allowing the sun's rays to enter into the house or space. I simply am a channel for the light to direct the energy into the recipient's physical body. So it's up to the person who's receiving to allow that energy in as well. I can't force it into anybody. I simply allow it to be there. So that's how I see it. It's unconditional love. It's the energy of the universe.
Beautiful. Loretta, as the person receiving the Reiki energy, and you talk specifically about them accepting, what do you mean by that? Do you mean that if I went for a Reiki session and I was not open to it, or I didn't believe in it, that would be me not accepting the energy? Is that what you mean?
Yes. So it could be a conscious or an unconscious belief system that says this is not going to work. So you could be blocking it consciously for whatever reason, and therefore you're not accepting that energy in. So it's like I knock on the door and you decide whether you open the door to that energy or not. So sometimes your consciousness is saying no, but your unconscious or your subconscious, your higher self, says yes, and it overrides the conscious body. So you will receive the energy for your soul's highest good. And at the beginning of any Reiki session, that is the practitioner's request and intention, is that the person receiving receives the light in the amount and intensity for their soul's highest good in this moment. So you never really get more than you can handle.
Okay, terrific. So how does it feel? Like if I am receiving a Reiki treatment, how would my body feel? How would it respond to it?
So everybody responds in different ways. Some people, it is simply a blissful relaxation experience. They just describe feeling extremely relaxed, letting go of all thought and all tension in their physical body. And that's lovely, because that's where healing happens. When we're relaxed, that's the healing state. So other people receive the Reiki energy and they have insights or intuition. They have imagery come up. They have physical sensations in their body as that energy is moving through. So for them, it's a very physical experience and an intuitive experience, showing them perhaps where they're going or resolutions to problems, allowing them to let go of things they've been holding consciously or unconsciously for a long time. Okay. So it's very individual.
Yeah. And what about afterwards? What would you expect afterwards, after you've had your Reiki session?
With some people, they have a physical response of needing to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Because we're letting go energetically, we then need to let go physically. So and particularly if there's been a lot of energy in the digestive area, it can activate it to release, so to speak. So afterwards, most people just report feeling quite relaxed and zen, if you like. So just in that calm space where they've let go of, it's like putting down heavy bags, you know, if you're carrying something around and then you put it down, at that feeling of relief. And then you get to look at what you've put down and go, do I really need to pick that back up again? So it gives people an awareness, a mindfulness about what they're carrying energetically, emotionally, what situations they're in that maybe isn't their responsibility, or whether it is their responsibility. So it's very individual to the person. But after a session, you can generally feel quite relaxed and tired as well. So a lot of people report having a really good night's sleep.
Okay. What about misconceptions? Like, what have you experienced as a practitioner? Like people coming in and saying, I've never wanted to do this before because, and they have a misconception about the process. Yes.
Actually, a lot of people that I experience want you to fix them. Can you just fix me? That's the biggest one. That's not my responsibility. I'm simply providing a light, an energy for you to fix yourself. So, which happens when you're relaxed. So my job as a practitioner is to help hold a space for you to feel safe to heal whatever it is you're healing. And I don't necessarily need to know what that is as a practitioner. Some people like to share a story and others don't, very private. I have had somebody ask at a church situation, how does Reiki conflict with a Christian belief? To which I reply, what do you think Jesus was doing? Hands-on healing, sharing the universal light, holding a space for people to heal. So most people that actually come for a session are open to it. Very occasionally you'll just get somebody wanting to dish the whole thing, but after a session they'll go, oh, okay, this works, because it is such a profound experience. Yeah.
And so for those who would love to perhaps do it for themselves, like if they're in a space where they want to feel empowered, and so is it something you can do for yourself?
Yes, yeah, that is the starting point with the first attunement, is to practice on yourself. So it's like sending the love to yourself and saying, I'm worthy of receiving the unconditional love of the universe, which is the first step of healing in anything, any emotional healing. First, acknowledge how you talk to yourself and are you accepting yourself? And so Reiki definitely helps with that, because it helps us be relaxed, and that's where we start all healing, is in a relaxed state.
And I do remember reading about at its most basic form, if you give somebody a hug, or if you the touch from another human being is in essence Reiki.
Yes. So while Reiki is a recognized modality and practice, and there's a process of attunement where your energy centers are opened up to receive the universal light in a more intense way, many people, including my daughter and other people that I know, do energy work without any attunement required. So we are all energy. We vibrate. The saying vibe with your tribe it's like the tuning forks. You can have two tuning forks that are the same frequency. You hit one with the donga and then the other one vibrates as well. So we vibrate with people that we're attuned with. Equally, if you've got two tuning forks and they're different vibrations, you can hit one and the other one won't move. And so sometimes people are just not on our same frequency.
No.
And if you hug those people, it feels very uncomfortable. But when you hug somebody on your frequency, it just feels natural and supportive, and there's an exchange of energy and love. Yeah.
And adding to that, the concept of Reiki and being physically in the presence of the person you're working with, there's also the concept of distance Reiki. Do you want to talk to that?
Yes. Energy is not bound by time and space. That's a man-made construct that we have in our three-dimensional world on Earth. And so if you intend any energy towards somebody, wherever they are, they will receive it. And we've all had that, you get a phone call and you go, oh, that'll be such and such. And they're somewhere far, far away. But you're on the same frequency, and so you answer the phone and sure enough, it's that person. Or you're thinking of them and then you bump into them in town. So distance Reiki is simply intending the Reiki energy to activate for that person wherever they are. And it's in real, what we call time. So I've done distance sessions and have recorded what I get from the session, like what I pick up intuitively, and then check in with the person at the end, and they say, oh yeah, this happened, and it's in alignment with when I was doing the Reiki session. So it doesn't, it's not bound by time or space. So which is beautiful, because you can do it wherever you are.
Absolutely. And is there anything you want to add to, is there anything you feel hasn't been covered? Is there anything you want to add to that?
I would just say give it a go. Like, if you're new to it, find a practitioner that you resonate with and just have a session. So different people will add in different other things. So I offer just a straight Reiki session, or you can value add that with some a crystal layout, colour therapy, and intuitive card reading as well. So which kind of makes it a nice round package. But like, you can just do Reiki anywhere. So it's a really great modality because you don't need any tools. So you can just do it wherever you are.
So how would I find you?
I have a Facebook page called Reiki in the Valley, and you can message me through there, and that's my main avenue.
So even if you've just got a question in regards to the practice,
you're
definitely open to that.
If you just message, and I will respond to every message.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And just for your knowledge out there, what the picture that you're now looking at was created by Loretta, and it has a angelic influence. Is that right?
Yes. When I towards the beginning of my healing journey back in 2006, this was painted, and I was inspired to paint an angel. And this is what happened. I was completely guided by what colours to pick and how to do it, and I still can't see an angel in it per se, but I have had people over the years saying, oh yeah, I see the angel. So this lives in my healing room, and it's my divine protection and guidance painting from my first attempt at painting.
Oh, well, it's very beautiful. I was drawn to it the minute I came into the room. Well, thank you so much, Loretta. That has been very informative.
Thank you for having me on.
You're very welcome, and we'd love to see you again. I mean, you are such a source of knowledge and wisdom, so
thank you.
I'm sure there's so many other topics that we could delve into.
And I'm sure we will.
We will. So next time we are actually going to be earth-based, and we're going to be talking about yin and yang. We're going to be talking about the concept that even though there are polar opposites, they are actually one of the same. And that will just be me. And please join us. And don't you worry. I'm sure Loretta will be back very soon to share her knowledge. Okay, bye.